Hey, White Rock, I want to send you a quick video. I know that there's kind of a lot of stuff coming at you through a lot of different mediums from a lot of different folks, but I kind of want to update you on where we are as a church and kind of where we're headed. Before I get to that, I just want to say that I've been praying for you. I've been praying for you by name, been working my way through our community roster, and I know that this is a really challenging time. The uncertainty, the anxiety, the fear that seems to be following the COVID-19 virus around our nation is unprecedented, and it poses a unique challenge to us as people who are meant to be together. We are created to be in community, to see one another, to hug one another, to gather together. That's how we're created. That's how we live our lives, and this is particularly challenging. It's also challenging because we've got folks in our church who are prone to loneliness because of context or the community in which they live in. The physical distancing requirements are creating a whole new level of loneliness, and so I want you to be particularly praying for those folks. Also, I know that we have a lot of families where it is chaos at home trying to manage educational needs and just the normal daily schedule while also trying to do work and keep our employers happy is challenging. And so know that I've been praying for you all, and I encourage you, if you're watching this video, to pray for our parents. I also know that there are folks in our congregation who have been laid off, folks who are facing layoffs, and I can't imagine what that's like right now. The economic challenges that we are going to face as a community is significant. And so for those folks who are have either lost their jobs or fearful of losing their jobs, I want you to know that first I've been praying for you. I also want to remind you, and this isn't flippant and it's not just something I'm saying just to say it, like if there is something we can do for you, I want you to respond to this email. We are serious here at White Rock of continuing to be the church, even though we can't gather in the church. And so I hope that if there's something you need, you will send me an email. And I encourage you to connect with one another. The staff is going to be making direct contact with folks in the church over the next several days. We're going to try to hit everyone we possibly can with a phone call, but that does not preclude you of reaching out to the folks that you know to ensure that they're doing well and checking in. We'll also really work hard to create some gathering spaces online and in different formats. We continue to do that with the book study and the Bible study and midday prayer, and of course online worship on Sunday mornings. But I know that this is a challenge, and I share in the same fear and anxiety that you do. And I just hope that we can find God's peace in the midst of this. We can come to believe that God is with us and present in the midst of the suffering and the unknown, and that as we continue to move forward as a people of faith, I hope that we can run into that peace, God's peace and the Holy Spirit moving and acting in the world. I trust that we can. In fact, I expect that to happen for us. I want to let you know, too, it's been 2 weeks since I sent you an email telling you that we have suspended in-person gatherings and worship here at White Rock. The leadership team is meeting every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. via Zoom video conferencing. And this past Tuesday, I asked them to consider extending that through May 3rd. And they agreed, along with the staff, that this is the best decision for us as a church. It gives us some stability and also allows us to kind of shift our focus to creating and sustaining online community and opportunities to be the church as we continue to shelter in place and participate in physical distancing. So through May 3rd means there will not be Easter in this building, and that's challenging. It's sad, and I'm really disappointed to think that we will have an Easter Sunday worship experience that won't include all of you in this space. And so as we move through Lent and Holy Week and Palm Sunday and ultimately Easter, I grieve along with you that we won't be here. But I do want to remind you that we are Easter people each and every day, and there will be unique, amazing opportunities for us to participate in Easter together, and we'll continue to work on what that looks like here at White Rock. And I trust that although we can't be here together, that the resurrection story will continue to provide fruit and a nourishment for our own faith and for the transformation of the world. So no gathering of any kind here at the church building until at least May 4th. We could extend that. We're also doing this in conjunction with the United Methodist Church of North Texas, and so there are some directions that have been given to us about how we continue to kind of hold the line and participate in worship, but not in person, from the bishop and his office. So we'll keep you updated on that front. But I wanted to let you know that we're going to continue to broadcast worship live from White Rock, from the church, as long as we can, and we have contingency plans in place in case we need to be isolated even further. So this Sunday, same type of deal. Online worship starts at 10:50. I hope to see you online. I will be having a conversation with Josh as we continue our Afraid series about messing up and God's grace in the midst of that, and how the fear of messing up can actually it can prohibit us from experiencing God's grace in our life. And then on Palm Sunday and Easter, I will be preaching a more traditional sermon. And then from Easter on, we will be in the lectionary, looking at standard kind of post-resurrection text, and kind of live in the lectionary all the way from Easter to Pentecost. But this Sunday, the fear of messing up and grace, and I am standing next to the baptismal font because we're also going to remember our baptism this Sunday. If you remember, back when we had to cancel worship in January because of a potential gas leak, that was baptism of the Lord Sunday, and we had this awesome stuff planned. So we moved that to this Sunday, but unfortunately we can't do any of that stuff either. But that does not stop us from remembering our own baptism and the identity we have as a people of faith. And so this Sunday, grace, the fear of messing up, and ultimately, what does it mean to be claimed by God? And I hope that that'll provide the sustenance and the ability for us to face another week of uncertainty and fear and anxiety. I miss you all very much, but I do trust that we can remain connected, and we can remain doing the work that God has called us to do. So I look forward to seeing you online, and obviously I look forward to when I can see you and give you a hug when we're gathered back in the sanctuary. But I trust that whenever, between now and whenever that is, that God is with us. And if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. Take care. God bless. And hopefully I'll talk to you soon.